All right, well, hopefully that time lapse didn't look too bad. This is the start of our platform where we're eventually going to build factories, a train yard, all sorts of things. I'm going to continue to flatten down this side here to make sure it's all flat and all that. And there's some structures that are around here that I'm going to try to maintain as much as possible, just so that they can kind of tie in with the way that this whole place looks for a bit. I've got so much stuff in my inventory. I gotta head home and dump it all in my storage. I am getting a little bit perturbed having to walk around everywhere, and especially because this is where my base is currently set up. And if we take a look at the map, where my base is eventually going to be set up is at least 600 blocks away, which doesn't feel like a lot when I say it out loud, but when I tell you that it is 20 minutes out of my day having to walk back and forth here and there, here and there, here and there. Regardless, however, I am looking to get myself a pair of wings, and a pair of wings I shall get. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've gotten myself some Eyes of Ender, and I think I'll actually collect myself some beds. Could get myself another bucket, just so that I'm able to make an infinite water source when I get to the end, so that I can start working on making things, less, however you call it, less spawnable. There we go, this direction. Oh man. Okay, well, I'll see you guys when I find it. Actually do an infestation potion. So I'll actually have to check that out in a little bit. But for now, we will go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that brief time lapse that I made, that I could finally make with the replay mod. It's not obvious why I'm back here instead of in the end and going to get the elytra that I wanted to get. There's a reason for it, and it's kind of embarrassing. So, because there was water around the end portal when I was fighting, I dug out the dirt that was surrounding it so that I could just dig it up and get rid of it. And I literally wasn't paying attention as the water kind of slowly pushed me into it, and then I went back here and I teleported back to the end portal. But instead of going straight back into the end and trying to find the elytras, I've actually decided to come back because I'm going to make some things that I think, or rather, I'm going to make a thing that I think would definitely help me in my adventure. It is 100% exactly like this. This is going to be a bridge maker. This will be responsible for transporting me to different islands on the end. So what that will mean is that these are all together, and then this is all together. Wonderful, just like that. What that will mean is that I will dump just an absolute boatload of dirt into this vault until it is absolutely chock full of everything that it needs to be. Really gotta be careful though, because this has the capability of just falling straight off the edge, straight off the void. Alrighty then, we are, ready to go, and let's see where this takes us. No getaway. Oh, geez. Ooh, that looks cool. I think that's from Quark, if I recall. I think I'm gonna go off of like this chunk area right there, and we will come back when we find something. But I do want to see this thing actually working. Alrighty then, we found a city, and it has a boat. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now it becomes the very daunting task of making sure we get over there with our machine without it breaking and without us dying. Love that. Okay, I only have a little bit of durability on this shield. I'm going to need another one. I do not have the resources to make myself another one. Yeah, all right, we are back from our trip from the end, and we have got ourselves a nice pair of wings. I spent about 30 minutes chopping trees and trading with the villagers and getting enough levels to actually enchant the thing, but we have fully enchanted it with our mending and unbreaking, and also I went ahead and took the liberty of fully enchanting everything else that wasn't already enchanted with mending, and giving that mending as well. All right, but our next plan is I'm going to finish terraforming the field that we have over there in that direction, and what that will allow me to do is just get a more of a clean slate ready to build our first factory. I know, it's insane. We're already gonna get a factory? Well, no, not yet. So realistically, the thing that I need to do is I actually need to get the resources to make it. I have some buildings that I've been making and designing and doing things that I think could look nice, but ultimately, I have to decide which one I want to build first, and we've got a couple of choices. I think first things first, as much as I would like to build a thing over there and make it really cool and have a building on it that makes it look really cool, I think what I actually need to do is set my food as a priority. So what I'm thinking is that we take some of the field that's over there and we designate it as a carrot farm. Alrighty then, we've gotten ourselves a little bit of a farming area over there in that space. I actually really like the shape of the three dots here. I'm considering making another one nearby that's like really big, and then maybe another one over here that's even bigger than that. Or maybe just continuing the radial theme and making more circles, of different types in this area, and just having this be our main farming area. Not sure yet, but what I have done, other than what you guys saw in that little time lapse that I just played there, is that I've gone ahead and under the ground I've placed a bunch of these mega torches so that they cover a wide range, and you can see them kind of periodically placed under the ground. They're placed on a 50 by 50 grid going across the entire field. Basically, this entire space is now completely spawn-proofed. I don't need torches here anymore, which means I'm gonna recollect them. Well, actually, surprisingly, I'm not even done removing all the torches in this area, and you can already see how effective it is, because behind me, there are absolutely no mobs, which is exactly what we want to see. Absolutely no mobs. All right, well, I've gone ahead and cleared out the field. It is cleared, it is emptied, it is completely spawn-proofed. Next episode, at the very start, I think I'm going to make a little greenhouse or something that I can use to store all of the crops and all of the future farms that we'll have for different things like carrots and different crops that I know that I want to make. And I'm making a building, not necessarily a factory just yet, but I determined just a little bit ago that I actually need a place to live and stay. So that's what we're going to get started on right at the beginning of next episode. But I will say, if you enjoyed this video or this series at all, please give me a like, give me a comment, give me some form of validation that I can use to say that, you know, this has been an enjoyable time for you, as it has been an enjoyable time for me. So I very much appreciate your viewership. If you find yourself, you know, coming back here at any interval whatsoever, please do consider subscribing. With all that said, I will see you when I see you.